Palworld just released and it's already a huge success. But not long ago too, Lethal Company also released and it was a hit. Both of these games have something in common. They don't have any big company behind them. This is relatively new because we are accustomed to see big companies breaking records after records on game sales and enjoyment of gamers. Now, they are struggling to get at least a mixed classification review on Steam. Believe me or not, there's only one reason for this. And if things keep like that, the downfall of these companies will be inevitable. We won't see Rockstar, we won't see Ubisoft, we won't see Activision and either EA anymore on game scene. But before we get to the culprit, I need to show you some context why this culprit exists in first place. Okay, to make a game, it takes a lot of effort, but to make a AAA game, it takes a whole lot more effort and money. To have an idea, I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars just to develop. There is marketing, there is also maintaining this game. It takes much money to make a game. As a matter of comparison, let's compare Palworld with Call of Duty. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, released in 2023, takes about 400 million just to develop. Meanwhile, the Palworld took about $6.8 million. Of course, for us, it's a lot of money, but for making a game, this is relatively low. And I won't even talk about Lethal Company. It is really cheap to make. But the point is, these companies, even with this budget of hundreds of millions of dollars, can make a good game. I mean, they promise one thing and deliver something that feels incomplete. And sometimes it feels like they rushed the game. Even with the customers telling these companies that they are make bad games and what they could improve, it seems they don't listen to us at all. But if we check other companies, I mean the small ones like the one that made Palworld, these companies listen to what customers have to say. They seems like they are working with the customers to make the game better because the money that they need to profit comes from us. These small companies are totally dependent on customers. This because if these small companies want to make another game, they can use part of the money that they profited over the last game. And it really is possible because their games are small budget. And if their last game didn't profit so well to make another one, they can loan money from banks just as a normal person would do. But these big companies can't do this since their games cost about hundreds of millions of dollars and it's too risky. So how do they get money to make their project? The answer is rather simple. If you look at these AAAs, you notice they have something in common. They have stocks, which means they are open to the stock market. Anyone can buy their stocks, and it's there that they will get the money to make the next game. But as I said, it's a loan, it's not free. What the company offers to the investor that put money on this company, they offer themselves. When an investor put money on these companies, they're actually buying part of these companies, and by buying it, they can rule. They can decide on new projects or even cancel projects. Now, this is not essentially bad, but it's bad when someone that takes this important role doesn't know anything about games. And that's what has been happening the most of the times on this scenario. Many investors doesn't know much about games, but yet invest their monies. And this is where the problem begins, because many of them will rush the development of a game. Doesn't matter if it's ready or not. They want release it on time. The games of these companies almost felt like they're incomplete, and this is not a problem for these small companies because, as I said, the source of their money comes directly from the gamers themselves. So these small companies need to hear their consumers if they want to make a next game or even maintain the game. Now, this course of action of these AAAs will of course result in less gamers buying and even more less gamers trusting these companies. If they keep this path, there surely won't be a tomorrow for these companies. This is not bad, it's actually good. Bad companies are going away of this market and good companies with good games are coming. We can see the examples that happened on 2023. People didn't have fun with Call of Duty nor Starfield, but had a lot of fun with Lethal Company and now is having fun with Palworld. In this industry of games, there's a cycle. Companies comes and go every time. Bad companies goes away and good companies rise. This allows us gamers to have access to the best games at any time. Just look at Atari. Nowadays, we have something good called internet. With the internet, anyone can learn anything, even making games. The proof is the Lethal Company dev. He made the game by himself and the game is fun. Just look at Steam. It's extremely positive reviews and it sold a lot. So, this is an opportunity for us gamers to have access to even more games that may or may not be good, but still we have access to these games and give chances to new developers rise and shine. That's why I used to say that we're living the best time to be a gamer. Well, that's it for today. I thank you for watching this video till the end. The comment section are open for anyone. If you disagree or agree with me or want to point out something that I missed, feel free. If you want to give a like or dislike, feel free to, and see you next time.